Hello, this is a proposal for the Accessible by Design competition with JISC. The project I want to put forward is the proof of concept and pilot implementation for the controlled synchronous release of PowerPoint slides during a lecture. It's a bit of a mouthful, and you could argue that lectures are not the best teaching learning platform, but they are a way that we pass information between the student and the lecturer. What I'm often asked to do is provide slides before my lecture. They come out of PowerPoint in a block of 6, block of 3. And these slides that I provide are in a finished format. They often don't have the development of a question through or proof of concept, development of an argument. They are as they will be at the end of the presentation of that slide. The objects are often in their final positions. There are sometimes even overlapping the information behind it. So the information I want to get across is often obscured by another item on the slide. When do I print them? The day before, so therefore last minute refinements are often not in the printouts. And also, do I always remember to print them? And how many copies do I need for this session that I've got now? What I want to do is to share the presentation screen on some sort of browsing device rather than provide a sort of static paper version. I want my person I'm giving these slides to see exactly what's on the screen at the same time and at the same pace as I'm presenting the work. So currently my slides have the full animation on them and not this gradual development that I talked about. So here we have everything as it will be at the end, but what I want the person to see is the fact that here's slide 1 or part 1. There's an animation, a question, and then it goes to 2, then it goes to 3, and so on and so on. I want the person to actually not just have the final screen, but to see that there's this animation taking place, that something moves, something happens, and then we finally get to that final screen. But it's a development. So, how can I do this? Well, create an online database which allows the sharing of the presentation. Presenter can indicate whether the presentation is to be fully open or in presentation mode. In fully open mode, any viewer of the presentation can cycle through the slides at their discretion. In presentation mode, the slides are released as the presenter reveals them. So what that means in a bit more detail is that the presenter may indicate that the presentation is fully open or in presentation mode, and once they've decided that, then we have the idea of the presentation. The student, when it's in fully open mode, can cycle their way through page, slide by slide by slide, while the lecturers working the slides at their own pace, but they can go ahead. Now this is important because post the lecture we would want you to share the slides in a normal way, so we have to have that available. But then again, if we make it in presentation mode, then as I'm showing a slide, it's released to the person. It's released to whoever's looking at the system, seeing it in presentation mode. Once I move to the next slide, the next one's released, and when I go to the next one, it's released again. So the person with the access will be able to just gradually look through these slides. When I say access, I actually mean all students, because it wouldn't be limited to those at the front of the room. It would be all students would be able to see the release, provided you've got a browsing device. Now, in summary then, it's a proof of concept, pilot implementation of a controlled synchronous release of PowerPoint slides during a lecture. Thanks for watching. Please vote. My name's Nigel Jones. I'm from Cardiff Metropolitan University. Thank you.